This video is made possible by North Naperville Autos. If you're looking for a quality used car in the Chicagoland area, North Naperville Autos is here to help. Browse their inventory at northnapervilleautos.com and drive home in a new vehicle today.
Alright, what's up guys? My name is Zach and today I am driving a 1998 BMW Z3M. Up front is a 3.2 liter straight six, and down below is a 5-speed manual transmission. Now guys, I am super excited to be driving this here Z3M for a couple of different reasons, but the main reason is the fact that I grew up adoring this car. Back in the day, this car was in a lot of the racing games, especially the Need for Speed games, which I was very fond of when I was a kid. And so in those games, you get to select your car. Well, my name being Zach, there was only one real option for me, a Z3. So I always picked this car. I always thought it was cool looking, and it had the same letters as me. Nothing else has a Z in it, ever. You know, you play those icebreaker games in school, and it's always like, pick an adjective with the first letter of your name. I was always zesty. For food, I was always zucchini, and for animal, I was always zebra. I was limited on my options. And so I've always wanted to drive a Z3, and I never have until now. So let's get back to that inline six under the hood that is specifically for the Z3M. Now, there were regular Z3s that you could get with the 1.9 liter or a different straight six. However, horsepower and torque are up on the screen, of course. And while by today's numbers, those aren't absolutely insane, you have to factor in two things. First of all, this is 1998. This is 23 years ago. But also, this is a light, little, tiny car. And so, you don't need all the power in the world to get this thing going and going quickly. All right. I got scared there. I thought someone was pulling out on me. But here's the interesting thing about the driving experience of not only the Z3M, but the E36 M3 as well, is that it's just such smooth power. It doesn't feel like it's going to die at the top end. If you took off the rev limiter, I think this thing would actually rev all the way out to the moon. And that's what I love about M cars, and that's the exact same experience that I get here in the Z3M. Love that. I absolutely love that. So smooth. Like I said, paired to it, 5-speed manual transmission. I love the feeling of it. It's super notchy when it goes into gear. It has great shifter feel, just like any other old BMW. You know, under the skin, this really is an E36 3 Series. Shares a lot of components with it. And it feels just like that. It feels solid, it feels comfortable, and it just feels right. And I absolutely love that. Last but not least, of course, the Z3M is rear wheel drive. So let's talk about the interior. We have quite a bit to go through in here. Starting off with the gauges. The gauges are very easy to read. On the far left, I have my fuel. Then I have my speedometer with a little line at 55. This might be the newest car I've ever reviewed that has the line at 55. That's actually an 80s thing where the national speed limit here in the States was 55. So vehicles usually put an arrow or a red line or something of the sort. So very interesting to see that in 1998. On the right, I have my tachometer that says M Roadster at the bottom. I love that. And then, of course, my coolant temperature. The steering wheel doesn't have any buttons on it. It looks like it might, but it doesn't. It has a little M badge down at the bottom, which I love. To the left of me, I just, of course, have my headlight switches and vent. And on the door, I just have my power mirrors, and that is it. I get nothing else on the door, and I absolutely love that because it opens up all that room for my knee to actually exist, which I love and is hard to find in small cars like this. Moving into the center, I do have two climate control vents and then a radio, which is very reminiscent of the E36, of course. I do have a tape player and a CD player, but the CD player is actually in the trunk. And then I have my climate controls. The climate controls are very interesting. They look like they belong on like a yacht or a ship or a boat or something of the sort. They have these metal-looking plastic rings around them for decoration, and I guess they work. Then I do have even more of these plastic rings, but it's actually for gauges. I have a clock on the left, battery voltage in the middle, and oil temperature on the far right. Then we have even more buttons for the heated seats, cold AC, recirculating, our power top, and a security light, and other heated seats for the passenger. Now, this is a semi-power top. You have to unlatch it from the windshield, and then it is a power top the rest of the way, which is very, very nice. You don't have to lean all the way back and pull it up like you do in a Miata. So I definitely like that functionality. Then the shifter itself, like I said, feels amazing. So notchy. Click right into place, and I absolutely love it. And it looks good too. Definitely looks like it's from BMW in the 90s, but that's because it is. My window switches are on either side of the shifter, which is interesting. Very European to put the window switches down here. And then I have a hazard switch as well. All right, so to save us both some time, I'm going to be doing today's sponsor reads, hot lapping the test track in my 2019 Mazda 3 all-wheel drive. The first sponsor is Fixed. Fixed is an automotive OBD2 sensor that you plug into your car, and it gives you tons of really cool diagnostics. Click the link in the description below, and you will get an offer code for my viewers only. You get a bunch of money off. Next is Con Plates. You don't want to stick the plate on the outside of your car? Cool. Stick it out with some suction cups. And last but not least, if you want to sell your car, go to cashforcars.com. Click the link in the description below, get a free quote, and they'll pick up your car in less than 24 hours. Thank you to all the sponsors for making these reviews possible, and that is a lap. Moving on to the seats. The seats are actually really comfortable. I'm actually really enjoying them, and I'm a big guy, and it's hard to find little sports cars with comfortable seats. Alas, this is one. Maybe that's a sign that I should buy one. But they do have decently high bolsters. They are definitely super sporty seats, and I really like that. Now, we don't have back seats. However, let's go take a look at the trunk. All right, so around the back of the Z3M. And honestly, of course, nothing insane because it is a convertible. However, still enough room to fit, you know, some backpack, a luggage, some backpack and a luggage. Wow, Zach, you're really good at words. Some luggage or a backpack, things like that. It's not a ton of space, but for a little roadster like this, I would say it's definitely on par with either Miatas or even better than Miatas, really, because like I'm thinking of even like an NA Miata, which was right in this area, at least year-wise. They had a big spare tire right here. This doesn't have that, which is funny. I don't get a roadside assistance kit like other BMWs of the era got, which is a little unfortunate, but not the end of the world. Now we got to talk about the looks. I absolutely love the look of the Z3M. Now, the rear fenders are flared a lot more aggressively than what you would find on a non-M Z3. And that, of course, is accompanied by wider tires, and there's other sort of small accents that help distinguish this as an M. And overall, I love the color of it, I love the look of it, and that's enough said. And so what are my final thoughts on the Z3M? This was one of my childhood heroes. Without a doubt. Is this one of those scenarios where you shouldn't meet your heroes? No, it's not. I've met my hero today, and I shook his hand. And you know what? I might kiss him too. This car is so unbelievably good. So good. It revs so smoothly. It's such a fun driving experience. Will this make you upchuck your lunch with how blinding fast it is? No, because it's not blinding fast. This isn't going to break records. This isn't going to shatter lap times and leave people calling for their mom. However, what it will do is provide an absolutely fantastic driving experience. Is this better than a Miata? Yes, but it's not as obtainable as one. It's not as easy to work on as one. It's not as reliable as one. But if you said, Zach, would you rather spend a day driving a Z3M or a Miata? It's gonna be the Z3M every single time. There's no question. No question. It just pulls and pulls and pulls. Whatever gear you want, it'll just go. And it's so nimble. It handles so well. I mean, what more can you want? I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Huge thank you to North Naperville Autos. This is one of their used vehicles. Absolutely fantastic. They have tons of used cars in their inventory, and they're always getting new and exciting inventory as well. Not only this, but they have a Porsche 911, and they're getting some very sweet treats in very soon that I can't wait to show you guys. They do offer financing, and they are Carfax certified, so if you're in the Chicagoland area and want a used vehicle, please go check out North Naperville Autos. Their information is up on the screen, as well as linked in the description below. You will not regret it, and you could drive home in this here Z3M, which is just fantastic. I don't know anything else better to drive home in. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to rate the video, comment on the video, and subscribe if you really liked it. Take care, guys.